And then see you, Overbite.
Bye, Overbite. Okay, AP. So we're playing, let's playing Yakuza, right?
Yep, we sure are.
So what I'm going to show you a little bit of here is Yakuza Kenzan, the first one of these that was on the PS3, but never left Japan, and probably never will.
So it sucks.
It does. This game is great. This is awesome. This may be my favorite one.
Any Yakuza game that doesn't come out in English-speaking territories,
They're always the best one.
it's literally a tragedy every time that happens.
5 is coming out hopefully this month. I'm so excited.
Okay guys, the link I gave you in there is where I used to live. If you go onto Street View, you'll see what I mean with it being just a wasteland compound in the middle of nowhere.
Right away, AP, you're going to see this looks a lot better.
Yeah, this does look a lot better graphically. What platform is this on?
PS3. This is the first one on the PS3.
Okay.
Those came out on PS4 too.
Kenzan? No, that's Ishin came out on PS4.
Oh yeah, right.
This came out
Which
before
also should have.
Yeah.
Oh, this also should have fucking come out.
Sony should have put it out. There was nothing else on the PS4. They could have.
They had nothing.
Sega could have brought the series back. People would have bought that because it's different. So in this game, you're Miyamoto Musashi, who is the guy famed for creating the two-sword style of sword fighting.
Also, cool guy, badass.
Yeah. He wrote Legend of the Five Rings.
By the way, can you guys see the GK General chat? Because that's where I just linked the, where I was living.
Looks like you lived out in some middle of nowhere farmhouse looking place.
Okay, so first thing is, this game takes the system settings for buttons, so X is enter instead of circle, which is going to throw me off really bad.
This game, yeah, Jobson, it does look rad.
This game
It is rad.
This game's super
If
rad.
this is what the later Yakuza games were all like, then I am down.
This game's super rad.
All the good ones that never came out over here.
The good ones came out over here. We got 2. 2's great.
Oh, but this is after that.
Yeah.
I believe that 4 is the best one.
4's good. I like 4 a lot.
I don't like the
I'm
people
Odysseus.
switching started doing
I see you in chat.
later games.
Okay, so right
You
now...
haven't said hi to us.
Right now
You
we're in
should probably
Kyoto.
say hi to us.
I think we're in Gion. Yeah, this is Gion.
What year are we in?
1600s, I want to say? Or in the Edo period.
Okay. Edo period. Is that a period of peace?
No. It's right after Sengoku, I think.
Okay.
Do you actually have like an operating knowledge of Japanese at all?
I used to be... I wouldn't say it's operating anymore. I used to have a lot more knowledge of it.
You know specific periods of Japanese history quite well, don't you?
To a degree, yeah.
Only...
I know the early periods
and
well
he
better.
can also speak a limited amount of Japanese language.
Very limited.
Or can read it.
Multiple times this game has made me want... This game specifically has made me want to pick my Japanese back up.
Can you read anything that... anything that's on screen?
Yeah,
Just
it
for
says now playing Yakuza Kenzan.
Yeah. Game Kiwi Live, Extra Live 2015. Okay, so this guy
Shut
wants
up,
me
random
through.
battle. You know what I meant. You lived to just put me down.
I need a pass.
It's great. I love
This
it,
guy's
but
gonna tell me
still.
we get a pass.
It's just so easy.
Or this guy...
Yeah, I
this
know.
information broker. I looked up a walkthrough on how to do this. Because I can't read any of this.
Oh man, I found a CIA secret bunker.
It's 4 It probably won't be that cool a secret bunker.
Yeah.
There's a super cool door I can't get into. Probably will be.
This is the game
Was it the listening
reparations for
post
being a
by any
thing.
chance?
No, it's a donut shop
Oh.
with a secret door behind a bookcase.
Yeah, this is the game that what became?
Revelations. You
Monkey?
don't know what that means. But
No, do not at all.
I certainly do.
Jobson asks, are there any Yakuza games on the PS4 yet?
not in
Isn't
English.
Yakuza 5 on the PS4? Yeah.
No.
No.
It's only in Japanese.
Yakuza 5 is PS3. Yakuza
Oh,
Ishin
okay.
and Yakuza 0 are on the PS4.
But
okay.
none of them are over here.
Right.
And they are unlikely to be taken here, is that the case?
It's, it's up in the air.
It's not gonna
Get
happen.
this. Like, Ishin
Zero
is getting
might.
a Korean localization, but not an English one.
Yeah, if anyone wants to check out an LP of this, you can do so in the LP subforum.
Okay.
Me and Maggie are doing it right now. Almost finished with it. Of the first game, that is.
So this game is, unlike the other ones, it's all based around swords.
Yeah, that's... wait, actually, this is an opportunity to see how much they improved the weapons mechanics.
Oh, it's much better.
It looks it already. Like, the Yakuza 1 fighting looks stiff and unnatural.
Yeah, it's the first game.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that's a flaw. I like it. I completely accept that as an artifact of it being a PS2 game.
So a cool thing that
And the
happens,
first series.
if I can pull
I
it
mean-
off here.
The PS2 are in that same era that aren't like as bad. First Yakuza is
Put my
like
sword
the first
away.
Yakuza that's
So if I pull my
pretty
sword,
terrible.
so if I pull my swords out, they'll all jump back because I just pulled out 2 fucking swords.
Of course, I would.
And I can also do.
First Yakuza came out in like
also do one
2005.
sword.
didn't it?
Can you piss somebody off so much that they challenge you to a duel and then you show up late with a fishing paddle and then you beat their ass?
I don't think so.
What was that a reference to?
Miyamoto Musashi?
Did you do that?
Oh yeah. It's like the most famous thing he ever did
I think.
was show up late to a duel, get a sword, ask to borrow the fishing oar from the boat, and then he beat the guy. He was just that good.
These guys take a lot of hits. Is the problem.
Yeah.
I might be playing
Well,
on
you're
a
just
higher
bad at the
difficulty.
game.
I think I'm playing on hard.
You also might just be rusty.
Yeah.
There might be some good parrying opportunities and stuff like that that you're not catching.
I don't know all the moves and stuff because I can't read them.
Ah. Yeah, this looks markedly improved over Yakuza 1.
Oh yeah, it's way better.
Mhm.
Oops,
Can you control the camera?
Everyone won't
Like
let
it.
me. What's in here?
Oh, okay.
Is this actually the first PS3 Yakuza?
Yes. Oh
Yep.
yeah, I found a Jankan. Good. Joy.
Man, this game actually looks super interesting and good.
Yeah, they get real good.
It doesn't look like Shenmue 3, which is what Yakuza 1 kind of looks and feels like to
Let me
watch.
sit down.
The worst part about Yakuza 1 though is the voice acting.
Voice acting.
Yeah, the voice acting is very bad.
It's rough.
Outside of, Mark Hamill, his performance as Majima is pretty solid. Also,
problem
for some odd
is,
reason...
though, is that it was done cheaply, so they had to cut together, performances where they didn't have the right line reading, or they actually take 2 separate takes and cut them together,
Please
so
let
you've
me
got
play.
2 different line
Please
readings
let
at
me
once.
play.
I've got something better than that for you. Date inherits an accent while you were in prison. He goes from being a regular sounding dude to having the southern accent.
Yep.
They added a lot more mini games with
great.
this one.
Are the mini games actually worth doing, unlike in Yakuza 1?
This one is.
Jobson, you should probably take your PS3 out of a box full of spiders. That sounds unhealthy. Oh, is this actual... actual magic
this-
here?
Yeah, it is.
But the spiders, what are the spiders gonna play if you do that?
Come on, man. Come on. Spiders can't hold a controller.
They can work together. Each
No,
of them
you
takes a
can't.
button.
Have you
That's
ever
true, they
tried
probably
getting
don't.
defend and have you ever tried getting a defend and saying you control this analog stick and I control the other?
No. I've played Final
It works
Fantasy.
just
Bad
fine.
idea.
I've played Final Fantasy IV multiplayer.
Blizzard, amazing MOBA, Heroes of the Storm is introducing a character wherein 2 people will control 1 character.
That sounds really bad.
It's
Well, then
probably
why?
going to be really bad. One
So
person
you-
controls the movement, and the other person controls the ability.
Do you actually know what you're doing here in this Mahjong game, Mikey?
Yeah, I do. I play Mahjong all the time. I love Mahjong.
Because all I know is that the one time I played Mahjong, after you saying you should try it, is that I lost one game, completely queened out for the second game, like I destroyed all the competition. They were posting very angry things in chat, and then I continued to lose.
At one point, I knew how to play Mahjong. At that point.
Mahjong's a lot
I
of
played
fun.
Mahjong in every Yakuza game that's come out, and I still don't know how to play it.
It's like Jin Rummy. It's exactly Jin Rummy.
I have no
It is
idea
not
what
in
that
Yakuza 1.
It's not. It came. I think this was the first one. It might be in 2. I'm not sure.
I think it's in 2.
Pretty sure it's into, yeah. What the hell is Jin Rummy or whatever?
It's a game that's a lot like
I've
Mahjong.
never played it.
Dear Botnik, game consoles
very
are
good
houses
name.
for animals and creatures and stuff like that. Oh, it died of old age, just like the just like the NES.
Out here.
Why would you still have it? It's dead.
Was it your pet? Okay, so that's Mahjong. There are lots of mini games here. There's also Shogi, which I cannot play. I
Or
don't.
shogi.
Japanese chess.
Ah, okay.
We actually should be going into a Shogi-con somewhere here.
It wasn't a very good
Played
game,
Best
but I
Buy.
do like the Yakuza with the zombies.
It wasn't. It's not a bad game. It's just not.
That sounds like a bad idea.
It is better than I expected.
It's certainly playable. You just have to think of the guns as extensions of your fist rather than guns.
Jobson, the only place in my bathroom that I would allow a spider to actually go is down the plug hole. There's a no spider zone.
As long as it's not bigger than
That's
a quarter.
hardcore.
As long as it's not bigger than a quarter, they can live here because they'll keep other bugs out.
As long as spiders
Your
are
thoughts, you
nowhere
kind.
near me, I don't give a fuck.
Also, as long as they're not black.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
There
Mikey,
are lots of black widows around here.
this is not for the kids.
That is both racist and sexist.
Hmm.
Okay, I got the
where's
pass.
the second
Like-
spot?
Widow.
Because black widows are
What sort,
male.
what sort of an example are you setting here, Mikey?
I
One
thought
that's-
this was for the kids.
One that's wary of poisonous spiders.
Kids don't hang out with
Huh.
black widows and don't do black tar heroin. Those are my 2 rules.
Daddy Longlegs aren't spiders.
That right there, the fact that we said for the kids is a reminder that one thing we have not done for a while is
Ask for
hello and
donations.
welcome to Game Kiwi Live Extra Life 2015. I'm another person, and with me here I have Cat Dota, Random
this is
Battle,
kind of-
Mikey
yeah.
CP, and we are currently playing Yakuza Kenzan. This is part of Extra Life, a 24-hour video game streaming marathon, and it is all for charity. Any donations that you make will be directed towards the Children's Hospital of Orange County in conjunction with the Children's Medical Network. You can make a donation by going to bit.ly/GKEL2015. Everything you do is for the kids. Save them kids,
Unless-
man. Keep them healthy.
Unless you do black tar heroin. That's not for the kids.
Yeah,
don't do
unless,
that.
yeah, that's
So
I'm not even sure that's for adults.
one of the benefits of two-sword style is you can block from any direction. Even if they're attacking you from the back, you can block it. Not sure if it can block this log.
Well, I always fight with 2 swords in real life.
Two swords is hard. I've tried.
By the way, Mikey's done kendo, haven't you?
Yeah,
Just to explain how he's tried it.
yeah. one of the teachers at my dojo did 2 swords up and tried. I did not get very far.
Quick request for when you get the chance, Mikey. Could you please turn down the game audio?
Yeah, I
It
can.
is sound compared to you.
Okay. Is that
Mix
true?
that we are receiving,
Is that,
not the mix
is that
that
true
the
for you other two,
viewers are
or is that
receiving.
just AP?
Nope. It is loud.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's loud. I would say that your mic isn't cutting through the mix very well, but you know that's just me being. You know,
Okay.
Yeah, that's just because he's putting everything through one thing.
I turned it down.
That just got even louder.
Really?
It sounds louder.
Really? Okay. Let's see.
Did you turn the knob the right way, Mikey?
I didn't turn the knob at all. I turned it down in the stream.
Everything should be controlled by a knob.
I mean, if you had a knob, it'd be way easier.
Yeah, it would.
Okay, I turned it down some there.
That sounds better.
That was just a mix for us IPA, not for you guys. We're getting a different audio feed to you, basically, because of the way we have everything set up here. By the way, game audio's not game video wasn't. Actually, no, never mind. I'm a minute behind here. Of course.
This guy's using EI.
What is EI?
It's
Quick draw.
it's striking as you unsheath the sword.
Ah. Wait, so in the middle of the fight, is he just constantly sheathing the sword?
Yes.
Why? That's a bad defensive.
That's working pretty good for
But
him.
it's very fast. It's defending by being very offensive.
You
I mean,
would
like, it's taking advantage of the one big thing that
It's
the
a
katana has. Isn't in
video
that it's a
game.
good slashing weapon. It's a good cutter. But it isn't taking advantage of the great length that a katana has,
Katanas are
which you
pretty-
can use to be defending yourself with.
Katanas are fairly long.
video
Mhm.
game.
It isn't taking advantage of it. You can be using that to guard. He's taking unnecessary risks. This dude does not know how to sword fight. That's why you beat him so easy.
I'm pretty sure he does. EI is a whole separate martial art. EI-Do? Whole separate martial art from Kendo or whatever.
It's true.
It's a silly martial art, then. I think it is.
don't you actually?
I don't
guard
know.
The sheath itself with EI.
Huh?
Like if you need to block with EI, don't you actually just use the sheath?
Yeah.
So you don't actually lose anything at all.
Right.
It's actually more effective because you don't ruin your...
Or you block before you resheath the sword.
Yeah, that too.
I don't think
You
the
can-
stance is a defensive stance. Is what I'm
You
saying.
kill him.
It's not a
You kill him
defensive
in
stance.
one slice, and then you pose dramatically and shoot your sword all slow, and then the guy like splits in half and goes ah.
Oh, you got me,
That's what
Mikey.
That's what Zatoichi always did.
Zatoichi's pretty
That's
cool.
what Jetstream Sam does.
Zatoichi's real cool.
So Jetstream Sam.
So one thing I can see in this that I do not like so far is that it has a boatload of random encounters by the look of it.
So does Yakuza 1.
I mean, like they didn't tone that down at all.
I mean, it's a JRPG, so yeah.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. There's less encounters like before.
And you can get away from random encounters really easily, though. I didn't want to get away from that one. You just keep running it away from them, and they will not be fighting you. I'm just gonna play this for a little bit longer, because
Go
That's
ahead.
cool.
I don't mind watching it. And everyone in chat seems to be enjoying it enough.
okay.
Samurai games are cool. They don't make enough of them.
Way of the Samurai's interesting.
It's great. I love
Might
Way
even
of the
make quite a lot of
Samurai.
them in Japan. They just don't reach it over here.
No, they don't make a lot of them.
How do you know that? Are you looking for them?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be looking for them? Of course, I'm looking
Alright.
for them.
You've got to
I
Google.
think I would not be looking for samurai games.
Which is weird, because they don't sell as well in Japan as they do over here.
True. Like they don't. They sell better. Well, I mean, America's a bigger market, but like they sell well over here, but no one brings them out. Like everyone's really hesitant to bring like samurai games out over here, despite them always selling well.
Are they worth the cost of translation and publication?
Well, usually you don't need to translate them because if you're buying a samurai game, people are usually okay with like Japanese and just subtitles.
Yeah.
So it's like localization costs are pretty low, all things considered.
I mean, part of the reason the Yakuza games are hard to bring over is because they're full of brand name shit. And also because Sega doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah, so that's more of the second one.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Sega definitely doesn't know what they're doing.
It's more the fact that they sell like 30,000 copies or something and they don't even break even.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Sega
that's
really
fine.
doesn't know what they're doing. Is the problem.
Okay, you keep telling yourself that.
Look, Sega this year published a statement saying that they realized there was a decrease in Sonic the Hedgehog game quality, and that's why people aren't in Sonic. This year, they finally realized that. They're doing.
Yeah, but it's hard to come to that realization when the Sonic games still sell like crazy, whereas Yakuza games sell less than 50,000 copies, you know?
Yeah.
They don't break even.
Well, the problem is they don't advertise them.
No,
They don't make a lot of copies anyway.
Yeah, but how do you advertise a game that is literally untranslated?
Well, they did that with the first Yakuza. They took the first Yakuza and they advertised it like crazy, and they got all this like celebrity talent.
Yeah, and it sold well.
It bombed
I don't
actually.
think it did.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it didn't.
It didn't.
Well,
sell.
It bombed hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think there is a strong element of Sega not knowing what they're doing, but they also just don't sell here. Like, Sega... What you said about Sonic. Sonic has been bad since 2003.
No, it hasn't. It's been bad since like 1993.
When did Sonic 3
I
come
haven't-
out?
Like 93, I think.
Okay, yeah.
No,
so
90,
that holds up.
94, I think.
The Sonic Advance games were alright, I think.
they didn't make those.
Yeah, Dimps.
Oh, didn't they? Did they?
Yeah.
I thought it was Sonic Team.
Dimps
Nope.
does all handheld Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Even the Sonic Boom one.
I believe
I think so.
Because they didn't announce that it was Dimps until later, and people were really excited that it wasn't going to be Dimps. And then it was Dimps.
Why were people excited it could not have been Dimps? Like, Sonic Team has proven themselves completely incapable of making a good game.
Well, that's because it could have been somebody not Sonic Team or Dimps.
And Dimps has only made one good Sonic game, and that's Sonic Advance 1.
Compared to Sonic Team, who have made no good Sonic games as long as they have existed.
Sonic 2's alright. Just about on equal with
That wasn't
Sonic
made by
Advance.
Sonic Team.
Sonic 2
That was
is
made by
by
Sega Japan.
like the perception
Yeah.
of what Sonic was has kind of changed what Sonic actually was. You know, it was a
Yeah,
pretty
you have.
traditional platformer.
You gotta go fast.
They have transformed what it is.
Yeah, the whole he's fast thing was mostly like, you know, speed in those games was a byproduct of skillful play. It wasn't the actual selling point. Like, you could be fast if you were good at the game.
Nah, the selling point was the speed. That was
No,
what
what
was
I-
marketed as.
What I
Yeah.
mean is
A
that
fast game. You just
Speed
couldn't do
wasn't-
that.
speed was a core mechanic in those games, but it was a byproduct of being good at the game. Whereas in the later games, being fast was the default, you know, speed of the game. You couldn't go anything but really goddamn fast.
I wouldn't say any of the new Sonic games have ever actually been fast.
Colors is pretty fast.
Which one was that?
The one on the Wii.
I've never played that.
Colors is
It's a
pretty
good one. Pretty good.
When I saw it, it didn't seem that fast.
The good
but
parts
maybe
of-
you have to play it to understand how
The good parts
controllable
of
it is.
Sonic Unleashed are pretty fast.
How much control do you have over the fast parts
Oh,
of them?
in the 3D ones, almost none.
Yeah, exactly.
They put you on like a track almost.
Yeah, they put you on a veil, basically. Like
those
in
parts-
Sonic
that's what I mean,
Heroes,
those
or
parts-
fastest moment of Divine Veil levels.
The whole gimmick in those rails parts is that they're supposed to feel like you're going incredibly fast, and that's like the whole point. Whereas, you know, the side-scrolling parts are usually pretty typical platforming stuff, and that's what Sonic has always been. It's been the side-scrolling stuff where being fast was an outcome of being good at the game, not the default setting.
If Sonic was a samurai, game better.
I mean, they had one of yours of Black Knight.
You know that game was alright.
No, it wasn't.
That game was alright.
Those were all
It was alright. It was alright.
You're having an AP opinion here.
Alright. I'm not saying it's great. It was alright.
Keep in mind that Mikey likes Dynasty Warriors games. He has no right to say AP opinion.
Yeah, dude. Lots of people like Dynasty Warriors.
Popular, well-selling franchise.
It's a
Doesn't mean it's good.
Controversial opinion here, but the Dynasty Warriors games are totally okay.
Yeah, they are.
They're the most mediocre experience possible. You could not get more mediocre
AP, when's the last time you
and
played
effortless if you tried.
one? When's the last time you played one?
Like, every now and then I'll go to a friend's house and I'll play it.
That's
and
not.
it's the same.
That's dodging the
Not an
question.
answer.
I don't own one.
When's
They
the
are
last time you played
shit.
one? What's the last one you
Probably
played?
2 years ago. 3 years ago, probably.
What number was it?
I don't know. Why would I remember that? I played it at a friend's house.
Because they change a fair bit every couple of years. Every couple
It
of
was on the
years.
PS3.
It might have been 7, which is a piece of garbage. In my opinion.
They change about the same amount as like a Call of Duty game does.
Yeah.
Like,
They add some different mechanics. Some new weird. They somehow add new story stuff to Chinese history. And you do combos and mow people down.
Eh, I don't think they're good games.
And it's some rad butt rock while you do it.
And sometimes you can be Gundam.
Yeah, the Gundam ones are good. Very
it's just, I kind of feel like the stuff that Dynasty Warriors gets criticized for, which is probably pretty fair,
It's overblown.
is stuff like other games get a free pass on just
Yeah.
because they're not Japanese games or something.
Also,
Such as, what games get a free pass for the same flaws that Dynasty Warriors has?
We
Madden.
take any
Call of
game
Duty.
that's a button masher, like a beat 'em up sort of game, right? Any game, literally any game, and they won't
Really
get
great beat 'em
criticized as
ups.
harshly as the Warriors games.
Also, the complaint
Like,
that the Warriors
I
games
also-
are hyperbolized to high hell and back.
Like, I don't like beat 'em up games for the same reason I dislike Warriors games. Like, they're all the same.
Yeah, that's totally fair. But what I mean is that among critics themselves, you know, they tend to be a bit more harsh on the Warriors games for reasons that I don't quite fully understand.
And Jobson says Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, any sports game, which is exactly right.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree saying that Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed don't mix it up much. Sports games are different. You can't put them in the same bunch.
You kick ball into
Like,
goal
what they are selling
every
is a
year.
roster update.
Sports
Yeah,
games
but-
change less.
Yeah, they changed less than Dynasty Warriors.
I know, but they can't be put in the same group of games. They are not selling the same product.
They're selling a video
that
game
new
for the
Dynasty
entertainment
Warriors
of the
game is.
masses.
What they're selling is a new roster pack. Let's be honest, that's what sports games sell. An updated roster.
But that's not... Except for the legacy ones, they're advertising it as being a new experience.
Wait, legacy what?
They have, for the old systems, they have the legacy ones, and they literally say, hey, this is just a roster update from the last game. Everything
Yeah.
else is literally the same.
Yeah,
Those are the
they have
only
no
ones-
shame in that.
Those are the only ones they say it for. For the current generation ones, they advertise it like it's a new experience.
Gotta get that truck stick.
Maybe to do with Madden, but they don't really do it with FIFA.
Oh,
They totally do that with
They
FIFA. What are you
totally
talking
do.
about?
EA does the same thing for all of its games, all its sports games.
All that changes is camera angle. Nobody I know buys a new FIFA game because of a new camera angle. They buy it because of the roster update. Everyone
Look,
knows what they're getting out of a new
Look,
FIFA
we
game.
get so-and-so new things to Ultimate Team.
This time you can use the truck stick to get around your opponents.
This time $200 is the best value instead of $100.
Like the whole advertising pattern for the FIFA games has always been like, we've overhauled the ball physics so the game feels totally different now, and our previous game is garbage as a result. Like that's always how they advertise those games.
I've never known anyone to actually listen to any of that.
But
They always
they
just buy it for the roster.
But it doesn't matter.
But
what they're
that's
listening
also-
to, that's how they advertise
Really
it.
relevant.
And it also
We're talking
isn't
about the
the same.
advertisement.
But that's
We're
the same
talking about
thing
the
with
innovation.
like.
I'm like, I don't think
Dynasty
you can
Warriors,
just put a
though.
roster update in the same group as Dynasty Warriors.
But isn't that like the same thing that the Dynasty Warriors thing does? Like going from Dynasty Warriors Extreme Legends 2, Dynasty Warriors Extreme Legends, whatever, Alpha.
They have
It's just
completely
a roster
different types of
update
games.
with. But it's the same thing. It's a roster update.
Except Dynasty
You got
Warriors
more
adding-
characters.
Dynasty Warriors is adding new scenarios and stuff too.
Yeah. It's like the same thing, but a little bit more.
Yeah.
One of them is a simulation.
But the extreme,
There's- there's only so much you can change in a simulation.
But that is such untrue.
That is-
There is tons of things
There
you
is.
can change.
At this point, keep in mind how many FIFA games they have done. What
What
more is
about
there to add?
what about non-FIFA games? Soccer games that are not made by FIFA. Like they can play completely differently.
And they're still simulations, largely.
Yeah, but they control.
Yeah, but they play. Yeah.
different physics, different mechanics.
It's not like press
Your
X to
argument
kick ball,
isn't making sense and isn't sticking to the point.
but pressing X to kick a ball is not a simulation.
I mean, look at golf games. You take 5 golf games; they're all gonna have slightly different mechanics for how to hit the ball.
And I don't get what you're getting at here.
But you're saying that you can't do that.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that sports
Yeah.
games are different. You can't
Well,
put them
I would
in the
actually-
same group as
And I'm,
Dynasty
but I'm
Warriors
saying,
or any
why
other
not?
game.
We're saying that
I would
Why
actually
not?
come at that
Sports games
argument-
are completely different to regular games.
But
I'll
why?
come at that argument from a different angle, actually. Like, you know, the way that to play the soccer game, that's just the mechanics of the game. Like, other games tend to layer other stuff on top. Like, a good example would be the 2K NBA games, where they try to put interesting stuff over the top of the actual core gameplay, and so you get things like that really dumb like Spike Lee joint storyline or whatever, which is
Spike
terrible.
Lee joint.
But they tried, you know what I mean?
Okay, so
There's stuff you can do on top of the game that changes
Nobody
stuff.
is complaining about FIFA gameplay.
Yeah, but people
Nobody.
that buy Dynasty Warriors aren't
aren't
complaining
complaining about
either.
Dynasty Wars gameplay. They're saying, "Oh, look at the
Yeah.
same
Except
mechanic they
everyone
have."
who doesn't like it spends all of their time complaining about Dynasty Warriors gameplay because it's kind of bad.
No different than a
Then
sports
if you
game.
knew
I
anything-
don't like
If you knew
FIFA.
anything about how a FIFA game works, and you wouldn't really complain about it because it's a perfectly
yeah.
I think FIFA plays
sports
bad.
game.
FIFA plays terrible.
Mikey, when have you played FIFA? When did you play FIFA last?
Last year.
Let's go. Let's do
Last year's
you.
edition.
Why did you play last year's edition? What the fuck were you doing when you played FIFA?
It's up somewhere. I don't know.
What is going on in your life where you're playing FIFA, Mikey?
It's probably at a store down. I'm like, sure, this is what's playing. Why not?
You were complaining to me about going to stores earlier. Why are you going to stores, Mikey?
It's a good question. Why are you going to stores?
I think.
Yeah.
I think it was a Target for something. I don't know.
Why would you go to Target of all the stores to go to?
I don't remember.
Did you remember playing FIFA?
Yes, I remember not enjoying it.
Yeah,
You know what? Having
that's because Mikey, do you know anything about soccer at all?
Yes, I played soccer for 5 years.
Do you know anything about professional soccer at all?
It's the same sport.
Same sport. Two
It's the same
45-minute
sport,
blocks,
but it's a
you kick the
different
ball
level.
in the net.
It's
Hey,
not.
guys,
Different level entirely.
Kick
Not
ball,
a
run
different
around,
level.
kick ball
It's
in
like
net.
comparing your. It's like comparing your like a run down the street to athletics at the Olympics.
Yeah,
But it's
the same thing.
You're still moving one leg in front of the other to get to where you're going. You're just doing it better.
This argument is getting far too abstracted.
That's because AP is losing this argument that he's trying to make
No,
his
I'm
mind.
not.
That's exactly what
I think it's bullshit that you're trying to put sports games in the same classification as all
But-
the other games. They're not.
but I'm
they're
trying
not
to
sold
say-
as the same product.
But why? Why is it not okay?
Let me simplify things so this gets less crazy, right? The whole point is that you
not
got a
gonna get-
particular game with a particular framework, and every year there's incremental differences. That's all we're talking about.
Like Jobson's saying right here, the argument is that FIFA gets a free pass, while Dynasty Warriors doesn't. Whether or not the game is different from previous entries isn't important.
Because all people want from FIFA is the roster update. That's all
Yeah, but
anyone
all-
cares about with it.
Again, all people want from Dynasty Warriors is they want to beat up people at the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and they want to see
Listen
Lubu.
Rock, and people are gonna fly everywhere.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want to mow down 100 guys in one attack who are all garbage, and then there's a commander, and then they shoot the commander, and Lubu comes and you run away from him. And there's Yellow Turbans. That's what people want.
So you can't mess with Lubu.
Yeah, don't mess with Lubu, Yellow Turban Rebellion, Butter Rock.
I don't think your guy's argument works.
Why, though? I keep asking you why, and you say, cuz.
It's because it doesn't fit his argument.
Exactly. Well, then why?
Sports games are not the same as other games.
Doesn't
Oh.
matter if they're the same.
Most simulator games are not the same as other games. Like, how different do you think Train Simulator 2014 was from Train Simulator 2015?
I can
How
tell
different
you
they
from
are.
experience, it's not that different. There's a minor.
Yeah,
graphical-
exactly.
There's a minor graphical update, and
The
new
package
trains
they are
and
selling
new
is a
tracks.
complete. The package they're selling is a different package. This one has different trains in it.
But that's
Everyone
not the
going into it
argument,
knows
though.
that.
But
The argument isn't.
That was my argument when I began.
No, what
But
I
that's
mean
so
is
different from Dynasty Warriors.
that isn't at all.
the argument that
Dynasty
they're
Warriors
in a
adds
different
more than that,
genre.
There are more expectations of Dynasty Warriors than there are of FIFA or Train
But
Simulator.
only from people who don't like it in the first place, and
Yeah.
we're never going to buy it.
I think that's totally fair, and I don't play Dynasty Warriors games. Just I changed my opinion on them. Just because I don't play them doesn't mean they're bad games.
Does that mean you cannot offer criticism to something that you aren't interested in anyway? 'Cause that's basically what you're arguing here. You're
But
not
I'm just
interested,
saying-
go away.
That it's the same argument that you're making for Dynasty Warriors that you make for these other games, but those are okay because,
because you don't hate them.
or you do
No,
hate them, but it's still okay.
I don't like FIFA. Like, I don't like football at all.
So shouldn't you want that to be a better game each year it comes out?
Not particularly. Like, all people want is the roster update. That's all they get. Yeah, just get both parties nowhere. Jobson's right. Like, we both refuse to see each other's point.
You make a point, I might see it.
Yeah.
I've made my point. You know what my point is.
What is your
You're
point? I keep
essentially
asking you.
ignoring it.
I keep asking you what your point is. You can't
I
just say
fucking told you, man.
because it's a sports game is not an argument. What is inherently
I haven't
different
said
between
because
a
it's a
sports game?
sports game. I said it's
I'll-
because they are selling a different product. They're selling a roster update.
I'll put it this way, right? Like I was in the exact same position with regards to Dynasty Warriors as AP was, right? But then I started to realize, the things I would say about other games, I wasn't judging them as harshly. Like I would look at FIFA and stuff, and I would say the same stuff. And I realized that I was, even though I don't play Dynasty Warriors, that I was using like an unfair metric against them just because there's this perception out there of what they are. And I decided that that wasn't fair and to look at it more critically, and then I realized, hey, these games are actually totally okay.
All I know is you give me Dynasty Warriors Gundam game, I'll play that right here, right now.
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors ones are good. I like them quite a bit.
It's kind of like the like I will criticize the shit out of the like the single player Call of Duty, you know, campaigns because of the stuff they keep doing every year. The multiplayer in those games is generally pretty good if you look at them critically, except for Ghosts.
Why isn't this showing up on my TV? Oh, that's why.
I think the same thing happens with Call of Duty because it's an annualized franchise. People tend to judge it a bit more harshly than they would a game that wasn't annualized.
Oh my god, this teddy bear is performing operations on another teddy bear.
BP.
AP, can you make it say Keyboardmania on the Twitch thing?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna play this for a couple minutes and be terrible at it.
Be better at it.
There is not a single.
That's my.
Nobody on.
That's my pro tip.
Nobody on Earth is good at Keyboardmania.
I bet you there's somebody good at.
There probably is. There are people good at Keyboardmania games who are insane people.
There's probably the best player in the world. Never touched it.
Let's hope I remember I put the keyboard in the right port. I did.
This is the game with the cat song.
Huh?
The cat song.
I'm not sure.
It's like meow meow. I like that.
What do we got in options here? Game level. Can I make it easier?
I think you're thinking of Mario Paint?
I'm pretty sure there's like a song in this game that's pretty much nothing but like weird keyboard cat noises.
Let's see. What do we got here?
It should make Dynasty Warriors Fallout.
Keyboard size? What? No, I'm gonna steal the dog. I'm gonna steal the dog cam a little bit here.
I'm actually going to quickly run and get myself a drink because I'm dehydrated as hell. And,
Gotta stay hydrated. That's like #1 in doing a marathon.
yeah, I know. So I'll be right back.
I am also going to do that.
Go for it. Right, I don't have any tracks unlocked. Where's she going?
Then it'll be super easy, because it'll be the first one.
Okay, but if I go into games training, I think maybe all the songs are in there. Okay, here we go. We got all the songs here. Is there a cat song? I don't think there's cat song here. Okay, let's...
Well, you better mod it to put one in.
It's real bad.
You're never good at keyboards.
Nope. It's because I have no, like, spatial sense of where my fingers are on the keyboard.
That might be a problem in a game about knowing where your fingers are on a keyboard.
And I'm back.
I'm not gonna play this. I'm gonna stop every song. I finished the song. I did not. I got an F though.
I am on to my third Rockstar Energy drink of the day.
You know it says on
That's
the
a-
can.
that's a
It
lot.
says on the can to only drink 2 in a 24-hour period.
I'm over 24 hours awake at this point. I woke up at
Nice.
1 a.m. yesterday.
Why?
Dude, it's me. It's me.
Okay.
I think you should have gotten plenty of rest
So that-
for this giant
I tried.
marathon
So,
stream.
so that's Keyboardmania. I'm gonna not play that anymore.
I missed all of Keyboardmania in fetching the drink.
It's mostly Mikey going, wait, I'm very bad at this game. I should stop playing this.
I just wanted to show it off because it's a weird thing.
You just wanted to prove that you had it.
I don't particularly enjoy playing it. For some reason, I decided about 10 years ago that I really wanted a Bimani game, and for some reason I chose Keyboardmania instead of Guitar Freak.
Also, looking in my fridge, while I was getting my energy drink, I noticed I had 2 things in there that have been in there for ages. Do you want to know what they are?
Cheese and bread.
Nope, they're drinks.
Cheese, water, and bread water.
The boy Oliver.
A bottle of Buckfast and a can of dragon soup.
You should probably drink that entire bottle of Buckfast.
No, I'll drink some of it maybe if we get a donation. Up to, say, 800.
700. Got it.
Nope, not 7.